What if I told you that some of Hollywood's most iconic action stars have undergone transformations so drastic they're almost unrecognizable today? Behind the blockbuster hits and adrenaline-fueled stunts, these legends have faced battles that have left them changed forever. Imagine the likes of Val Kilmer, Mickey Rourke, and Brendan Fraser, once household names for their daring roles, now barely recognizable. Their journeys are a testament to the highs and lows of fame, where the glamour of the silver screen often masks the heartbreak and betrayal that unfolds behind the scenes. Let's uncover the hidden stories of these 15 classic action stars who have faced transformations that will leave you speechless. Number 15. Val Kilmer. Once known for his roles in Top Gun and Batman Forever, Val Kilmer's appearance has changed dramatically. In 2014, Kilmer's sudden weight loss sparked public concern, which he addressed in a Facebook post, claiming it was for a role. However, Kilmer's transformation goes beyond weight fluctuations. He has battled throat cancer, which has significantly altered his voice and appearance. His iconic voice, once powerful and commanding, now bears the scars of his health struggles. Kilmer underwent a tracheotomy that left him with permanently altered speech. Despite these challenges, Kilmer's spirit remains strong, and he continues to adapt to his new reality. He released a documentary titled Val in 2021, using his son's voice to narrate his story. Fans who remember his chiseled jawline and athletic build from movies like Heat might be surprised by his current appearance. Yet Kilmer continues to inspire with his resilience. Number 14. Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rourke, the tough guy of 1980s Hollywood, is now barely recognizable. Known for his roles in Rumblefish and 9½ Weeks, Rourke's transformation is largely due to his return to boxing in the early 90s. The sport left him with significant facial damage, including a broken nose and fractured cheekbones. Subsequent reconstructive surgeries, which Rourke admits were performed by the wrong surgeon, have drastically altered his once sharp features. His handsome face, which captivated audiences, alongside Kim Basinger, now appears puffy and stretched. Rourke's boxing career spanned 5 years, during which he remained undefeated but suffered permanent damage to his face. His career slumped for years before his comeback in The Wrestler, a role that eerily mirrored his own life story. Despite all this, Rourke has shown remarkable resilience, continuing to take on challenging roles, even as his appearance changes. Number 13. Brendan Fraser. Brendan Fraser, once a Hollywood heartthrob, has been a subject of interest due to his weight and fluctuations. In 2021, he appeared at the Tribeca Film Festival looking noticeably heavier, which was later revealed to be preparation for his role in The Whale. Fraser's transformation reflects both the demands of his craft and the natural aging process. The star of the Mummy franchise was known for his chiseled physique and boyish charm in the 1990s. His career took a downturn following injuries sustained during his action movie days. Fraser performed many of his stunts, leading to multiple surgeries, including a partial knee replacement. These challenges, combined with personal struggles including a divorce, contributed to his retreat from the spotlight. However, Fraser's career experienced a remarkable renaissance, culminating in his Academy Award win for Best Actor in 2023. His transformation and comeback story has resonated with fans who appreciate his authenticity. Number 12. Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal, known for his tough guy roles in films like Under Siege, has changed significantly since his 90s heyday. While his signature ponytail remains, Seagal's physique has altered considerably. The martial arts expert who once performed impressive Aikido moves on screen has gained substantial weight over the years. His face appears fuller, and his once trim waistline has expanded noticeably. Seagal now sports dyed black hair despite being in his 70s, creating a stark contrast with his aging features. His movement in recent films lacks the fluidity and grace that made him famous. Seagal's later career has been marked by direct-to-video releases that failed to capture the success of his earlier work. Beyond physical changes, Seagal's public image has suffered from numerous controversies. He relocated to Russia and received Russian citizenship in 2016, further distancing himself from his American action hero image. Number 11, Wesley Snipes. While Wesley Snipes, star of Blade and Demolition Man, hasn't undergone as dramatic a physical transformation as some others, he's certainly aged since his 90s action star days. His martial arts skills and screen presence made him a standout action star of the era. Snipes was known for his incredible physical condition and smooth fighting style that made his vampire hunter role in Blade so convincing. Time has naturally affected his appearance, with his once youthful face showing signs of aging. His hairline has receded and gray has appeared in his beard. Snipes' career faced a significant interruption when he served a 3-year prison sentence for tax evasion from 2010 to 2013. This period away from Hollywood impacted both his physical appearance and his career trajectory. Despite these challenges, Snipes has maintained much of his physique through consistent training. He continues to practice martial arts and remains dedicated to physical fitness. Number 10. Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone, known for Rocky and Rambo, has aged visibly since his action star heyday. While he's maintained his muscular physique well into his 70s, his face shows the signs of both age and rumored cosmetic procedures. The Italian stallion once represented the pinnacle of physical fitness in Hollywood, with a body sculpted through intense training regimens. Today, at over 75 years old, Stallone still maintains impressive muscle mass, though his movement has naturally slowed. His face appears tighter than would be expected for his age, leading to speculation about plastic surgery. The drooping on one side of his face, which resulted from birth complications and gave him his characteristic slurred speech, appears less pronounced now. Stallone's hair remains suspiciously dark, suggesting regular coloring. Despite these changes, he continues to take on action roles, though often with younger co-stars, handling the more physically demanding scenes. Number 9. Jason Statham. Jason Statham, who rose to fame in the late 90s and early 2000s, has maintained his physique remarkably well. However, the passage of time has still left its mark, with graying hair and more defined facial lines. Unlike many action stars who achieve fame in their youth, Statham's career didn't take off until he was in his 30s. His background as a competitive diver and model prepared him well for the physical challenges of his roles. Statham's bald head has been his trademark since early in his career, helping to disguise the natural aging process that affects hairlines. The star of The Transporter has developed more pronounced lines around his eyes and forehead as he's aged. His stubble now shows traces of gray, particularly around his chin. Despite these subtle changes, Statham remains in exceptional physical condition. He follows a strict diet and exercise regimen that keeps him fit for demanding action sequences. Number 8. Dolph Lundgren. Known for his role as Ivan Drago in Rocky IV, Dolph Lundgren has aged gracefully. While his blonde hair has grayed, he's maintained much of his imposing physicality. Standing at 6'5" with a background in chemical engineering and karate, Lundgren was never the typical Hollywood action star. His muscular frame and chiseled features made him the perfect villain in the 1980s. Today, Lundgren's once blonde hair has turned completely silver, giving him a distinguished appearance. The lines on his face have deepened, particularly around his eyes and mouth. Despite being in his mid-60s, Lundgren has maintained an impressive physique through consistent training and a disciplined lifestyle. His muscular build, while not as defined as in his youth, remains impressive for a man of his age. Lundgren has been open about using hormone replacement therapy to maintain his energy levels and muscle mass as he ages. Number 7. Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis, the star of the Die Hard franchise, has changed significantly over the years. Beyond the natural aging process, Willis has recently stepped back from acting due to a diagnosis of aphasia, which has affected his cognitive abilities. The condition was later updated to frontotemporal dementia in 2023. Willis's transformation from the wise-cracking, physically capable John McClane to his current state has been particularly poignant for fans. His once receding hairline progressed to complete baldness, which became part of his trademark look. In his later film appearances before retirement, Willis appeared noticeably older, with increased lines and wrinkles. His physical movements seemed stiffer, and his trademark smirk appeared less frequently. Reports from sets suggested he was using earpieces for line delivery and required shorter working days. His family announced his retirement from acting in March 2022, shocking fans who were unaware of his health struggles. Number 6. Arnold Schwarzenegger. The Terminator star has naturally aged since his bodybuilding days, but has maintained much of his trademark physique. His face shows the signs of aging, but he remains instantly recognizable. Schwarzenegger, now in his 70s, can no longer maintain the 250 pounds of muscle that made him Mr. Olympia 7 times. His once impossibly broad shoulders and 22-inch biceps have reduced in size, though they remain impressive for a man his age. Arnold's face has developed the natural lines and wrinkles of aging. His hair has thinned and grayed, though he often keeps it colored. Schwarzenegger underwent heart surgery multiple times, including a valve replacement in 2018, which affected his ability to train at his former intensity. Despite these challenges, he maintains a regular workout routine adapted to his age. He's transitioned from heavy bodybuilding routines to more sustainable exercises, focused on maintaining muscle and mobility. Number 5. Jean-Claude Van Damme. The Muscles from Brussels has aged since his heyday in the 90s, but has maintained much of his flexibility and physique. His face shows the natural signs of aging, but he remains active in the film industry. Van Damme's most iconic physical feature, his remarkable flexibility that allowed for his famous splits and high kicks, remains impressive even in his 60s. Recent videos show him still capable of performing splits, though perhaps with more effort than in his youth. Van Damme's once smooth face now shows the natural lines and wrinkles of age, particularly around his eyes. His hair has thinned slightly and shows traces of gray, though he often keeps it colored. The Belgian martial artist's physique remains muscular, though less defined than during his peak years in films like Bloodsport and Kickboxer. His movements, while still impressive, have naturally slowed with age. Number 4. Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris, known for Walker, Texas Ranger, has aged considerably since his action star days. His trademark beard has gone gray, but he still maintains an active lifestyle. Now in his 80s, Norris has naturally lost some of the muscle mass that made him a formidable presence on screen. His face shows the expected lines and wrinkles of a man his age, with deeper creases around his eyes and forehead. Norris's reddish-brown hair and beard have turned completely white, giving him a distinguished appearance appropriate to his senior status. Despite his age, Norris has maintained better physical condition than many people decades younger. He continues to practice martial arts, though likely with modifications suitable for his age. The 6-time karate world champion has transitioned gracefully into his role as an elder statesman of martial arts and action cinema. Norris has become more known for the famous internet Chuck Norris facts than for new film roles in recent years. Number 3. Jackie Chan. While Jackie Chan has naturally aged since his 90s action comedies, he's maintained much of his agility and charm. His face shows the signs of aging, and the toll of performing his stunts for decades. Sean's once black hair has grayed significantly, particularly at the temples. The martial arts master who amazed audiences with his death-defying stunts in films like Rumble in the Bronx and Rush Hour now moves with the slightly reduced speed and flexibility of a man in his late 60s. Sean's face bears the scars of countless injuries sustained during his career, with several noticeable marks around his eyes and forehead. He has broken nearly every bone in his body at some point during his career of performing dangerous stunts. These injuries have taken a cumulative toll on his physical capabilities. Despite these changes, Sean maintains a remarkable physical condition for his age, still capable of performing many of his own stunts and martial arts demonstrations. Number 2. Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson, star of the Lethal Weapon series, has changed significantly since the 90s. Beyond natural aging, personal struggles have taken their toll on his appearance. The once handsome leading man with piercing blue eyes and a charismatic smile has transformed dramatically over the decades. Gibson's face now appears weathered, with deep lines across his forehead and around his eyes. His formerly dark hair has grayed substantially, though he occasionally dyes it for roles. Gibson's well-documented struggles with alcoholism and controversial public outbursts coincided with periods where he appeared particularly haggard and unkempt. Photos from these difficult times show a bloated face and unhealthy appearance that contrasted sharply with his former image. In recent years, Gibson has appeared to stabilize somewhat, regaining some of his former health, though never returning to his youthful appearance. His beard, now mostly gray, has become a common feature of his older look. Number 1. Harrison Ford. The star of Indiana Jones and Blade Runner has aged naturally since his action hero days. While his face shows the signs of time, Ford has maintained his fitness and continues to take on physically demanding roles well into his later years. Ford's once brown hair has turned completely gray, giving him a distinguished appearance that suits his status as a Hollywood legend. The lines on his face have deepened, particularly around his eyes and his trademark crooked smile. Despite being in his 80s, Ford has maintained a relatively trim physique through regular exercise, including cycling and flying his private planes. His posture remains upright, though he moves with the slightly reduced speed expected of someone his age. Ford suffered an injury while filming Star Wars: The Force Awakens that affected his mobility temporarily, but he recovered remarkably well for a man in his 70s at the time. He continues to take on physically demanding roles, including a fifth Indiana Jones film in his late 70s. These transformations remind us of the passage of time and the toll that the demanding world of action films can take on its stars. Despite these changes, many of these actors continue to work in the industry, adapting to new roles and challenges as they age. Crazy how time changes everything, right? These once invincible action heroes now look like completely different people, and each transformation tells a story Hollywood never prepared us for. But here's the real question: how many more stars are hiding in plain sight, just waiting for their next big reveal? If you loved this trip down memory lane, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more jaw-dropping Hollywood stories, and drop a comment telling us which transformation shocked you the most. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next.